What's up, you fools? Mad ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. So they had a switch up. They do that all the time. Latvia was the third country to perform, even though it was technically Moldova's turn, but they swapped. So we got Carousel that night. And they definitely watch the clip on the YouTube's Instagram channel, the story, to give you a little bit more of a, context, what colors we're talking about, so you don't have to go for every little detail. But it is, in that sense, with the spirit of the national final, they kind of kept, but they didn't, you didn't see the actual camera work. They're getting rid of the black and white feel that they had, and they actually used the colors with it. They used some kind of filter a little bit at times. It feels a little bit more soothing. They used the golden glitter effects, the screen effects that they used in the national final as well, so you get to see that as well. But other than that, it is not that different, and it's one of those performances we talked about before, I feel, as they're ready. Yeah. They're ready for the semifinals. Granted, rehearsing is not just for the artists, it's also for everyone else in the arena. But the camera people, the people in charge of light and the equipment folks, all of them, they're rehearsing as well. So I get that part. But I do feel as the team itself, I feel as they're already comfortable with this camera work, where to look in for the most part. There are probably a few things, I'm sure, but nothing that was really like, oh my God, did you see that? That was messy. So it felt really good. So I feel, with Latvia, I feel like, I think we're almost good to go. And what do you think?
I think stylistically it does look a lot better than it did in Supernova. Obviously they've got rid now of the black and white effect that they had in the national final, and it's gone for more of a colourful, they start with the purple lighting and then it moves to gold. I saw someone in a live stream say that it could be a movement from the night to the day, which I think is quite a good idea. It probably is the way that they're going with it. So it's a nice concept that they've got. And obviously they've got all the, is it bokeh? I think bokeh. Yeah. The sort of the light fragments on the screen, which obviously you won't be able to see on the Instagram story. But I think once you get to see that on screen, it does work well. And yeah, I think the band themselves, they're tight. They work with each other day in, day out. They know what they're doing. They're professional in what they do. They're ready. I think all it is just making sure that the camera crew know what they're doing.
That's exactly what it is, yeah. Because I think they feel ready. I think it's for the rest of the team that needs to be ready, because the first run-throughs, and that's exactly what happens during rehearsals, the camera work was off. At some point you only saw her green hat that the camera focused on, right? That's irrelevant. And then sometimes you just saw half an empty screen, all of that stuff. It was already way better by the end of it. So there are a few shots here and there they need to focus on. So it's the only thing I can think of that they need to work on. What do you think? Is there anything else?
No, I don't really think there's much that they can change. I think, like we say, the band is there. Just make sure that everything just works for the semi-final, really. I think the first run through in particular, there was a couple of camera angles where they maybe cut off part of the face, and as long as they can eliminate that, I think that they've got what they want out of this.
Yes, I think Latvia's ready, as we said. That just is our impression. What do you think? Are you happy that they're sticking with what they're doing? Are you sad they're getting rid of the black and white theme? Let us know below in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. So we gotta move on. Let's get back inside.